Hey, it's Niamh, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the top 10 home-based business ideas of 2015. Stay tuned. Now, in 2015 and moving on into the future, there are more and more opportunities for people who want to create income in an alternative way or create a home-based business than there ever have been in the past. Now, all that being said, the top 10 home-based business opportunities now are different than they were in the past. So I'm going to put aside the ideas like walking dogs and just starting a child care center in your home. All of those things are still viable options, but the top 10 businesses are ones that are going to provide you a lot more freedom and more leverage. So we're going to look at businesses that help you create a real lifestyle. So let's dig in. Now, all the ideas I'm about to share with you really use the leverage and the power of the internet. So none of them are solely offline, but trust me, this is a time you want to be building your online skills and you want to tap into the power that is the internet. So let's get going. So the first set is information economy ideas. So you know that information is really the currency of 2015. There's not only a high amount of information being passed around online, there is a high demand. People are spending more time looking for their information, for their answers, for their entertainment, looking for everything online. So it's a great time to tap into that. So the first thing that you can do is to create a podcast. So a podcast is like an online radio show. So you record yourself talking about a particular topic. Usually podcasts are about a specific topic, and you kind of have installments of this. Now, what's pretty easy about a podcast is that most podcasts, are like you pick a topic and then you interview people who are experts on this, or you interview people who are in that arena. Now, once you've created a podcast, there's a couple of ways you can make money from it. First, you can have sponsors. So sponsors are people who basically pay you to have a little ad in your podcast. Most podcasters handle it by saying, let's mention our sponsors here. My sponsor is, Adidas or Nike. They don't sponsor podcasts, but usually it's kind of the big brands or websites trying to get some exposure. So you can get sponsorship. You can also sell your own products. Like if you had a book or you had some kind of information to sell, you can sell your products from a podcast. You can also sell products for your guests. And if you set up a kind of affiliate relationship, they can give you a commission when you sell products for the people who come on and share their information. Now, the second one is you can create a blog. Now, a blog is an individual website that is simply updated regularly. That's all a blog is. So any site that you're on where there's separate articles or separate posts that you can read, those are blogs. Now, how you monetize a blog is you can do things like you can review products. Maybe you write a review of a cool camera, and then link to the Amazon link where someone can go to buy that particular camera if they decide to buy it. Now, make sure your reviews are honest. This is not about selling and pitching. This is about giving information and then just providing a space where people can go find more or go find the actual thing if they decide that they want it. Now, the second way you can do it is selling products through individual posts. So in a post, you can kind of connect people to the information they're looking for and then tell them at the end how they can find a product or service that's going to help them. So it's kind of the same as reviewing products, except in this, you're not doing an actual review. You're actually sharing content that's going to help someone solve a problem. And then at the end, saying, here's a particular product that also might help you solve this problem. And again, remember, you're focusing on sharing good information. Now, I've done this a lot, and it works particularly well. So it's particularly if you're connecting people to things they can actually use. Number 3, you can do freelance writing. So this is, there's tons of websites, particularly these kind of really large blog sites that need content. Like they have so much traffic that they need 10 to 20 articles a day, if not a lot more. So in order to fulfill that need, they need to hire additional writers to write content for them. So in this, you're kind of told what to write about, or you have to kind of come up with ideas, but it's on a very particular topic or on a kind of in a particular niche area. So like I have a friend who writes for Niamh, and that's kind of a comedy site for moms. So all of her stuff is comedy articles for moms. So she kind of knows what to write, and then provides them for Niamh. Now, different websites will create different arrangements. This is a little closer to a job, so it's not as leveraged, but it's a great place to start out participating in the information economy. Now, the second set is networking ideas. I don't know if you've noticed, but the world is becoming more and more and more networked. More of us are connecting to people around the globe that we don't know in real life, and these are becoming genuine connections. My best friends are people I've met online, and as people, as a society, we're tending to look for our information, and our buying decisions and stuff are being based on our networks and on our peers, rather than on ads and what big companies are telling us. So this is a great time to get into, using networks as a great way to create a business. So the number 4 idea is network marketing. Now, this is not your old school network marketing. Network marketing got kind of a bad rap, like back in the 90s and stuff, when it just wasn't a good place to be. But network marketing has really changed, particularly based on using the internet. So this is not like going door to door and selling Avon products. What network marketing is recommending products to friends, family, networks. You can also, recommend network marketing products, using a blog, so you can combine this with other ideas. And you're paid when someone decides to buy a particular product. The second way to make money with network marketing is to build a team of other people who also want to have a home business, and then you also get a percentage of the sales when they sell products. And the most important thing about network marketing is to make sure that you're only making money when actual products are sold, because that's the only way it's definitely legal. But there's absolutely tons of really great companies selling great products, and this is a very leveraged way to earn money, because usually you're creating a customer for life, and then as those people continue to buy products, you keep making money. And if you tie this in with the internet, it's awesome. Now, number 5 is niche coaching. Now, back in the kind of early 2000s, there was a big boom in coaching, in business coaching, life coaching, but it wasn't very specialized. And nowadays, there's still a very, very high demand for coaching, because more people are interested in success, interested in creating the lifestyle they want to have, and interested in kind of bettering themselves. So there's more demand for coaching, but it tends to be more specialized. So you want to kind of really think about how you'd want to help people. So the specialized coaching could be relationship coaching. It could be parenting coaching. It could be, coaching authors who are writing books. It can be coaching people who want to learn how to, I have a friend who's actually a forgiveness coach. There's all kinds of things that you can specialize in that really help people. So people want help with very particular things, rather than the more generalized life and business coaching. Doesn't have as much of a demand as it used to have. Now, the main thing in doing this is you want to make sure that you find a reputable training company. That's really important. Find somewhere that's going to accredit you, that's got really good training, so that you can be a good coach. Now, coaching now can happen online as well as offline. There's all kinds of different models of coaching. This can be over Skype. This can also be over email. You can email back and forth and have messaging coaching. There's all kinds of different models, so you can be creative about that. You just want to specialize in something that will really help people. Now, there's also the next category is offline to online ideas. So these are kind of hybrid ideas that mix the online space with the offline space. So the first is, or number 6 in our list of 10, is to help local businesses get online. So this is kind of like your local mom and pop shop, and might want to have a web presence, but they don't have the skills. So if you've been creating your online skills, you can help build websites or set up blogs for people. Now, the idea of building websites might totally wig you out. It did me. But nowadays, building websites is super, super easy. So there's all kinds of tools to help you do it. And I've actually set up, blogs for small business owners for, like $200 a go, where they provided all the content and I simply had to kind of do a little bit of setup. So it's a pretty lucrative way to use your internet skills. Number 7, you can be a social media manager. So again, this is helping local businesses that want to have an online presence manage that presence. I don't know if you've noticed how busy people are, especially when they're running an actual shop or an actual brick and mortar business. They don't have a lot of time to hang out online and manage their social presence. So they need someone to post regular status updates, keep people updated, maybe reply to messages. So this would be like managing someone's Facebook page kind of thing. And then what you can do is you can charge a monthly fee where it's made very clear what's expected of you. You post 3 times a day, you respond to all messages, whatever, and then you can have a monthly fee for that. And what's cool is that you can actually have multiple clients, so you can build up a really solid business this way. Now, number 8, you can sell local items online. So this is still big business. eBay is still a big thing, but you can buy locally and sell on eBay. A lot of people still think that eBay is just for selling your own stuff, like the stuff you already have that you don't want anymore. But you can actually source stuff from local charity shops, from Craigslist. You can source from other online places, like you can source places that drop ship, that will just you don't even have to handle the stuff. They just send it straight to whoever you want to send it to. So there's all kinds of ways to source items to sell on eBay or to sell on other kinds of sites. You can also create your own online shops. And also you can broker items for friends for a fee. So like if you know people in the regular world, in the real world, who have items that they want to sell, but maybe they don't know how to use eBay or they're uncomfortable with the process, and they don't have an eBay account. Well, you could have an eBay account where you sell stuff for your friends. They earn money on the things they want to get rid of, and then they pay you a fee for kind of brokering the deal. Now, number 9 is Etsy. And I suppose I shouldn't limit this to Etsy. There's other ways you can sell stuff that you make, but Etsy is really the big one in 2015. So on Etsy, you can sell your homemade items. What I would recommend with it is specializing in one kind of item that you can make a variety of versions of. So for example, I have a friend who has a massive Etsy store selling jewelry that she makes out of Scrabble tiles, and herself and her husband work on this, and they have tons and tons of designs, but they're doing the same thing over and over. So it's easy for them to kind of leverage their work to get really skilled at creating their Scrabble tile jewelry. But there's tons of design opportunities, so people can buy different ones from them and come back and be regular customers. So think about, this doesn't mean you have to be kind of really crafty. It's kind of more about thinking, well, what could I create a lot of pretty easily that other people might like? Now, the 10th and final option is in the earn while you learn category. Now, a lot of what we've talked about, there's kind of a learning curve for, and this is the option that I went for in creating my online business, which is an online franchise-like system. So in the offline world, you have franchises like, McDonald's. So if you want to set up a business, you go and you buy a business in a box from McDonald's, and they have all the systems in place for you. So you know exactly what to do. They help you set up, they get the whole thing kind of help you get it all up and running. Now you're still working on it, but you always kind of know what to do. So there's a much, much lower learning curve in getting into business. So on an online system, it's kind of the same thing. You're still working hard, but you're working on one aspect that you can manage, and you allow the rest to be handled by a system. So for me, for example, I focus on driving traffic to just one link, and then the rest of the business is totally systematized for me. So then I can focus on doing the things I like creating videos, writing, sewing, kind of living the life that I want to have. So that option suited me really well because I didn't have to I didn't have to immediately have a lot of skills, and it really lowered my learning curve, but also gave me a ton of free time. So those are the 10 suggested best business ideas for 2015. Whatever you do, just go out and do it now. There is never been a better time to create a business from home and to get yourself going. Now, if you want to look at the system I use, you can click the link below and check it out. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.